Daytime baseball coming at you on MLB Network from Petco Park in San Diego. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Number 59, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to take it is Myers, and that's the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. In there, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is there. 2 down.
Batting third.
And now Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Myers going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Bruce has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 0 for 5. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting 4.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in there, no balls and a strike. Hosmer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's ball 1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Rhys Hoskins.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. First offering on its way. Popped up. Hosmer calls for it. 2 gone.
Batting 7.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got a 3-for-5 line. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Batting 6. That's shortstop.
Standing in, Fernando Tatis Jr. Hit on the ground to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Another full count pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Padres down in order. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the third baseman, number 7.
Here comes the first pitch.
Bronco.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away. Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is. Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Kinsler is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Kingery's there. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Now the 0-1. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Hard hit at third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Stepping in now, Eric Hosmer. Segura is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job. Gene Segura standing in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So digging in now, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. 2 are gone in the Philly 4th. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
The left fielder, number 23, Jay.
Into the box now, Jay Bruce. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Popped him up. Hedges over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Phillies strike first on this solo. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
The right fielder.
A high fastball is in there.
Reyes.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Kingery. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So 2 are gone in the Padre 4th, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. 2-1. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. It remains 1-0. Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action, batter was totally out front on that one.
Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Chased the fastball that time.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Maikel Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 1-2. Now that's popped up, and Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Hedges gets his lead at first, nobody out. Reined in to second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
The batter.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, number 59. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Aaron Nola. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Aaron.
And the pitch.
Nola.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Next to Philadelphia.
Ready for another shot now, Gene Segura. He's 0-for-2 thus far in this one. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now with this. Here's Will Myers. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's Manny Machado now. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Too high, 1-0. Screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Padres down in order. They still trail 1-0. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Bryce Harper was down for the first out in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franmil Reyes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. And it's 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
No left fielder.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now
first pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Hernandez at second, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting,
digging in and looking for more, Austin Hedges. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High and deep to left center field. Kingery ranging back at the track. No chance to make a play here as this one's off the wall, and this could tie the game. The tying run comes all the way around from first to score.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Slow little grounder left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Realmuto isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. A ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tatis ranging up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Dylan Cousins will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Dylan Cousins.
Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Robbie Erlin gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 41.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The bat.
So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 3.
Striding in, Bryce Harper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Segura runs. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. Make it 5-1.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and driving a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. And this one's in the dirt. And he is very lucky to make it back to second as he's back to the bag safely. 4 runs here in this half inning. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Now another 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Padres 1. Nick Williams is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 5. Nick
Yexel Rios is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53, Yexel.
Coming to the plate now, Francisco Mejia, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Williams is there, and he has it for the first out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Matty B, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Bruce moves over. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Manny Machado. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
No hits to this point. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Padres lead 1. They're down 5-1. Into the box now, Jay Bruce. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The left fielder, number 23, Jay Bruce.
Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Nope, that's
tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, JT Realmuto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And in steps Scott Kingery. The 0-1. Pitch popped up. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Nick Williams.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery fouled off. The 0-2 once more. He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Sean Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Sean Rodriguez.
In the dirt here. Williams at second with 2 down. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 for the Phillies here on the Ranger Suarez will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch.
Number 55.
Sean Rodriguez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So here's the cleanup hitter from the Reyes. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one, but it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Number 10.
Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. 0-for-2 with a walk for him so far. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Fernando Tatis Jr. is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
The second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Ian Kinsler. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Juan Nicasio comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 12. Juan Nicasio.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Harper. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
The center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Will Myers. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. Manuel Margot will come on now and pinch run here. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He's 2 for 3.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And that misses 2-2. San Diego down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-4 the outcome today. The Philadelphia Phillies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Nola is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.